Bootliver Series Part 3. So, after the incidents with the truckers and the Israeli, this is still on the way to Broome. The Simpson Desert was quite eventful. I got picked up by a bloke. Now, you can call bullshit on this because I'm inclined to for a lot of the things he said. But this guy claimed to be a sergeant in Norforce, which is the Australian Army battalion that protects our northern coastline. He told me he'd been in the force for 10 years? You're gonna have to forgive me, details are hazy. This was over half a decade ago that I walked across my first desert. And I've not committed any of this to some kind of record till now. So, if I remember correctly, he said he had been in the force for about 10 years. Been through the whole Special Forces circuit, did commandos, did SAS, now he's back to the regs. Said he was a sergeant. Told me a few stories about when he was over in Operation Desert Shield. And one of them stuck out to me. He told me that he was escorting an oil tanker meant to take it to the Yanks, got set upon by the local jihadists, radioed for reinforcements, and guess who would come but a Russian helicopter. Russian helicopter comes down, he gets in the helicopter, and the pilot turns around and says, "Here's the plan, we go up, you try not to die." And as they went up, vodka bottles fell out of the cockpit. Now you could have been pulling my fucking leg or anything, but I remember that story. Because over the 3.5 hours that we shared a car ride, we talked about a lot of shit, but that's the one thing I remember most vividly. And it's interesting because if you look at the politics of Russia today, they're getting real friendly with India, who has a mutual defense pact with the British Commonwealth and the Americans. And there's the border skirmish going on with the Chinese. Now, 2 and 2 together do not make 5, regardless of what the party may say. Anyone who gets that reference, good on you. But one could suggest that Russia is slowly opening up to the West because they realize that if we lose, they're next. Next, I'll talk about my adventures across my second desert, the Nullarbor.